Listen, I don't know if you know, but right now is the time for us to fight. But that requires, like your role in the fight requires extreme focus in the area that you are supposed to be focused in. We got the division from Charlie Kirk, Trey Reid, Hung, Israel, Hamas, everything from Epstein. The Breakfast Club won't listen to Dame Dash, and I think everybody should listen to Dame Dash. My God, just needs some healing. But never mind, that's a distraction, man, which is why we here. But first, you must find your area of focus. What are your gifts? What are your talents? Based on your upbringing and everything that you've been into your entire life, what is the insight that you have that people wish they could pay for, and it makes other people's lives easier? Figure out where you are supposed to serve with that and where that is valuable. Number 2, we gotta stop distracting ourselves. We scroll, we argue in comment sections, porn, TV, alcohol, bud, whatever it is. We have to understand why we're distracting ourselves. We're distracting ourselves from sitting still. And the very thing that you need in order to find your area of focus is sitting still. And it's because what happens when we sit still, what comes up on that road to figuring out what your area of focus is lined with those people to remind you you're not good enough, remind you that you're not lovable, remind you that you've never had money, so you're not going to make money. And we hide from having to walk down that road. This is why these things become addictions, because they distract us from this. But you have to go down that road. In step 3, we'll talk about how to go down that road. You have to understand that there's a fact and there's a fiction. I'm going to be redundant about this in every video. The fact is the circumstance that happens. The fiction is that story that those voices are telling you down that road, that you're not lovable. That's not true. You have to be able to tell yourself that that's not true. That fiction causes us to use God's name in vain. You think he made a whole commandment about saying, OMG? Oh my God, no. When Moses asked, what is your name? What do I tell? Who do I tell the people that sent me? He said, tell them I am that I am sent me. The Hebrew language says, Eye Asher Eye. And the Hebrew language is rich, so that means multiple things. I am that I am that I was, I am because I always will be. So understand, when you utter and you move your lips to use the words I am, you are either using it for power or you're using it in vain. Make sure you use it in power. And make sure you remember the truth. The real truth is that you are good enough. You were made in his image. And you were made to be a creator. What is his image? His image is to be a creator. Go back and watch Genesis. Go back and read Genesis. Day 1, boom, focus. Day 2, focus. Day 3, focus. Day 4, focus. 5, 6, then he rested. That's who we are. We are to find our area of focus that we need to be focused on, that we create within. That's the truth. Corinthians 10 says we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And what if some of that knowledge of God is that we're made in his image and that we are creators? And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. We have to understand that when we remain distracted from finding our area of focus, right now, the enemy is at work. Opposition is at work. And all of us are so distracted that there's nobody fighting on the good side. Matter of fact, while we're distracted, we're pretty much adding to the evil. We're our own ops. So step 3 is to address that fiction and that story that we're adding to the fact. And this is why I want to introduce you to my sister's trauma workbook, which is called Unmasking Trauma. This is the thing that will help you address those stories. So check it out. Link will be below, or it'll be in the bio, whatever. So remember, it's time to fight, but your area of fight is where your focus is supposed to be focused. My name is Seth Whitted, author of Breaking Negative Cycles. Focus.